We're finding the area of a pentagon in this problem. So regular, what I need you to remember, regular means all the sides are equal. So I need you to begin counting the number of sides. So we'll just put a tick mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 sides. I need you to know that this is called the apothem. Let's go ahead and write this in here. That's your apothem. Okay? The apothem is from the center of the figure drawn perpendicular to one side. So we need to add our 90-degree angle here. Okay? And I want you to create a right triangle by connecting the center of the figure to a vertex of the polygon. So now we have us a right triangle. Now what I like to do is go ahead and figure out this acute angle here. That's the first step you want to also do. Okay, so in order to get this angle here, I need you to memorize this formula. So it's 360 divided by the number of sides. So we'll put a 5 here. So you take your calculator and just divide the number of sides, and that's going to get us 72. Now 72 is the central angle. In other words, the central angle, if I were to create this figure here, this triangle, the central angle is 72. Well, we have to cut that in half because I'm dealing with half of that angle. So 72 divided by 2 is equal to 36. So that's important. So put 36 degrees here. All right. Now remember, when you were learning about these 3 functions, we have to name our sides. So remember that this is the acute angle, and the 2 sides that form the acute angle, one is the hypotenuse. You should have that memorized. This is hypotenuse. This is going to be the adjacent, and this is your opposite. Okay. Now in our reading, we are given that the perimeter is 25. So we have 5 sides. We need to take the 25 and divide it by 5, and that'll get us one side. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. So this entire length of one side is 5. But notice we're dealing with half of it. So I need you to cut that in half. So we're going to take the 5, okay, and divide it by 2. And that's going to be 2.5. So now I know that the opposite part of this right triangle that we created is 2.5. Okay, we have to find the apothem, and I'm going to show you why that we need the apothem to find the area of a regular polygon. So let's let this be x. We already know the names of the sides. So our trig function that we must use is going to include opposite and adjacent. You should have that memorized as tangent. Okay, and we need this acute angle. Don't forget, you must include the degree symbol when going to menu 3.1, and the fraction is opposite over adjacent. Now, say I have this for you to memorize. Opposite divided by adjacent, that's going to be 2.5 over x, comma x. Okay, now let's menu 3.1 this. All right, so when you menu 3.1 this, okay, your steps will be trig. You press the trig button, remember, press it 2 more times for tangent, press enter, and get your degrees, your acute angle 36. Now you remember where to get the degree symbol, right? That's going to be right down here in the pi. Click on that and then arrow down to get your degree symbol. Okay, now arrow over, remember, do that, get your equal sign in between those 2 parentheses, control divide, get that fraction, and we said that that was going to be 2.5 over x. So 2.5 over x, comma x. Now that right there, this is 3.4. Now I'm going to use, we have to use all of this, and we round at the end. But for now, I'm going to just write down that 3.4, okay, approximately, is the apothem. Now, to find the area, the formula for that, for any regular polygon, will be 1/2 times the apothem, and we abbreviate, we use the lower letter for the apothem, times the perimeter, okay? Now, we already told the perimeter was 25. That'll go here. We found the apothem, so let's go ahead and plug this in. So 1/2 times 3.4, we can abbreviate, you know, as we write here, but we use all of this, all of the decimal places when we calculate the area and round at the end, and the perimeter is 25. And I'm going to show you what I want you to do. So 1/2, so it's straight multiplication. 1/2, let's do 0.5. Just go ahead and get in the habit of using 0.5 times, and now I want you to follow this step here. Arrow up to get all of those decimal places. Bring that in place, times 25, and there is the area of the regular pentagon.